Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming watching. So I'm going to try to do this video quick, but it is a get ready with me chatty kind of video. I'm going to answer some questions I have been asked. I don't have them all written down, so I'm hoping I can remember them all. And I'm going to let you guys just know a little more about me. So this is a get ready with me video. As you can see, I'm quite pale. I didn't want to show you guys you'll see from the picture kind of what the look ends up like, but I didn't want to start with the intro with me with makeup on. This is me without makeup on. I do have moisturizer on already. Actually, I have a little bit of makeup on. To make it faster, I put my moisturizer on. My primer I'm using is the Flormar Illuminating Primer Base, which just looks like this. I have the Makeup Revolution's Focus and Fix Eye Primer on. I'm just giving this a go. It seems, so far, I like it. So I have that on and set with Wet n Wild's Creme Brulee Single Eyeshadow set over top. I have the Freedom Pomade on my eyebrows, Ash Brown. Just looks like that. This is the color Ash Brown. That's what I use for my brows. So I have my brows done. If you want to see how I do with my brows, I think I already have a video, but I could do an updated eyebrow video. Let me know what you think of that. And then the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion is making me quite white, but it is a kind of a greenish kind of color. Just took away all the redness. It's the Cushion, the red one. It's a color corrector for redness. So I love this. I've been loving this so much. I actually need to go to my pharmacy and get another one because I'm scared it's gonna be discontinued. But anyway, I'm gonna do a tape look. I'm going out tonight for dinner, so I wanna do a really nice look. I did this look the other day for my Facebook. It's gonna be a little different, a little twisted, but a little bit different, but kind of the same. So I'm gonna use tape today. If you don't know the tape technique, I highly recommend you do this if you want really precise. So I'm just applying the tape. I'm going to start with my palette that I'm using. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Flawless 2 palette. Sorry if I'm looking to the side a lot. That is where my one mirror is. I will be using the mirror on this as well, so I can look forward a little bit more. But I'm going to be using the Flawless 2 for this palette. Gosh, I'm going to be using Flawless 2 palette for this look. I absolutely love this palette. I'm just going to take the names out. Okay, so we are going to be using a lot of these kind of colors for this look. I loved this look yesterday that I did, and lots of people said it was really good. So I wanted to put it up for my YouTube followers. Okay, I'm going to start with Blank Canvas's E42 brush, and I'm going to take the crease brush, or crease color that I want, and it's this kind of orangish kind of color here. And the first question I'm going to answer is, how many piercings do you have? So I was asked that on Snapchat. Follow me on Snapchat if you don't. I won't be on it at the moment as I'm buying a new phone. Mine decided to quit on me. So we're just putting this color in. But I have answered this question on Snapchat, so if you've seen that, I'm sorry, but I'm going to answer it on here for all my YouTube friends. At the minute, I have 3 in this ear and 5 in this ear. Yeah, so I have 8. 8 piercings at the moment. I have 2 other in mind that I want. We will see. And another question is, why did I move to Ireland? So I moved to Ireland over 10 years ago. It was 2007 when I moved to Ireland. My husband is Irish. I'm mixing these kind of two together in the crease, just so you know. I put this one down and now I'm putting this one down. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. I'm gonna go on to the other eye for a second. Yeah, so my husband is actually from Ireland originally. He was born here and lived here till he was 5. His mom is Canadian, his dad is Irish. So he is Irish and he always wanted to move back. So when we were dating, he always said he wanted to go back. And there was a time when we were dating that I thought he was going to go back, and I was still in school. So there was no me going at the moment. So we thought we were going to be either doing long distance or just completely breaking up, which tore me to bits, but he ended up not moving until I was ready. So that leads on to the other story. So that's kind of why we moved to Ireland. His parents were moving here and we decided to come. Now, I started dating my husband when I was almost 15 years old. I'm 30, almost 31 now. We dated while I was in high school, or as it is in Ireland, secondary school. I did quite a few years dating him through that. He was my high school sweetheart, I guess you could say. What else? We dated for 4.5 years and then we got married. So we got married in 2005. I think that was a question I got from somebody. I believe so. Okay, so we started dating in 2001, May of 2001. We got married in December 2005. I actually even graduated from school in 2005. So, and then we got engaged like 2 months later. So that's kind of, I think, some of the questions I have been asked from some of my followers. Okay, those two colors mixed, that is what you get. So I was 19 when I got married as well. Just making sure it's blended really well. Okay, so yeah. When I turned 19 in September, we got married in December. So I was just 19 when I got married. And then we came to Ireland actually on our honeymoon, and I fell in love with Ireland. I did really like it. And I mentioned it to him, wow, if we ever moved here one day, I would be okay with that. It would be really hard because I love my family so much, but you just make it work. I'm gonna pause for a second because I'm moving on to a different color. I'm gonna take this reddish color here and we'll put that all over the lid. But anyway, back to the story. Yeah, so that's kind of a little bit about me and my husband. We've been together a very long time. I am gonna be 31. I've been with him before I was even 15. So you can do the math. That's a very long time. You know, we're coming up to our 12 years married in December. It's crazy, I know. Being 31, I have a 10-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son. They will be 11 and 9 at the end of this year, in November and then December. My daughter's birthday is in December. She's gonna be 11. I can't believe it. So I got pregnant with my daughter when I was still 19, had her when I was 20, and then moved to Ireland when she was 40 days old. So she was a tiny little baba when we decided to move. I found out his parents were moving when I was pregnant and he wanted to go, and I said, let's go. What a good opportunity. If we didn't go, I don't think we would be over here today. So I hope that's a little bit of getting to know me. So my son was born in Ireland, but my daughter was born in Canada. They get dual citizenship anyway, through us. Okay, so that red is on there. What was the other questions that I got? It was a lot of questions about me. I've been doing YouTube for a very long time as well. Next, I'm going to actually take this color here. It's like a champagne-y kind of color. I'm gonna actually put it on my ring finger, and then I'm gonna spritz it with some fixing spray to wet it to make it a little more powerful. A little more of a oomph. It's really pretty, but I kind of want it metallic-y. Well, because sometimes it just gets too much on my finger. Just dab a little bit off and then go back into the palette, pick up the eyeshadow, and now, oh, look at that. Isn't that stunning? I hope it's not getting too bright again. Hopefully you can see this look. I love this look so much. While my finger is still a little bit wet, I'm gonna apply some to this eye. See, it's not as wet. Can you see the difference? It's just not applying as nice. What made me decide to do YouTube? I started falling in love with e.l.f. makeup actually. e.l.f. Came to Ireland, well, was available to buy in Ireland. I'm gonna go back in with that F42 brush and just apply that red just a little bit into around the color and in the crease. yeah, so I started buying e.l.f. makeup actually is how it started, and then kind of went from there. I saw lots of people were doing YouTube. Now this is years and years ago. This must have been 2008, but it was just literally a little hobby for me. I was only doing it, my daughter was very little when I started, and they were my kids were my priority. I ended up getting pregnant with my son not long after, so I kind of took a little bit of break from YouTube, and I always liked doing it. I just I've never been able to give it 100%, sadly. But that's the way it is, and that's okay. Just trying to apply the eyeshadow. This is the E.l.f. from Blank Canvas. I'm using all blank canvas brushes, just so you know. Just need to apply this color just a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild brush, the pink tips on it. I just don't know, it's just their eyeshadow brush. And I'm gonna take this kind of whitish color here. So yeah, family has always been priority to me. I have gone back to Canada a few times. In 10 years, I've only been able to go back 3 times. It is very expensive, but like I said, my kids are little and I don't like to leave them for a long period of time, and it's very expensive to travel. Like at one time we did go over for my brother's wedding in 2012, and it cost us over 2 grand just to fly there. So it's so expensive, but it is going down a little bit, which is great because there's other companies now doing it. Move on to foundation and stuff next. Do I want to do a wing? I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of this Makeup Revolution's eyeliner down. It's just their liquid eyeliner, just along the lash lines. So I'm literally just setting it down. Just putting this along the lash line as close as I can get to the lash line. Another question was, did I have a hard time getting used to Ireland? There was a little bit of adjusting, but I do really like it here, and I think the people here are absolutely amazing people, and my kids love it here now. This is home for them. All right, so now we're gonna actually go onto the face. So I'm gonna actually take the tape off, if I can get it, and then we're going to apply the foundation. I'm gonna be using Rimmel's Match Perfection foundation, and I just use a little tray, and I squirt one in a little bit just to start, because I can't remember all the foundations perfectly. I'm going to use, where's my other brushes? Here we are. Blank Canvas again, their F20 brush I'm actually going to use. And what I do is I just take my fingers are clean, I just washed them and painted them. And I'm just going to apply it, not with my fingers necessarily, I just wanted to kind of squish it around on the palette so that I can put my F20 brush in and it's not just in one little spot. So I really lightly just tap my brush in and just get the lightest bristles, because you don't want a lot of product built up, because then you're just going to shove it down into your brush, and that's where your brush is going to start getting wrecked. You don't want the product going very far in. So we're lightly tapping. Ever have my nose pierced? I have. I must have noticed that I do kind of still have a little bit of a hole there when I'm doing my makeup. I did have my nose pierced. I ended up taking it out years ago because I was sick of it falling out all the time. And I also had my belly button pierced at one time. Did any of the piercings hurt that I have? The worst one was actually the cartilage here at the top. That one hurt the most. My tragus didn't really hurt at all, just a little bit of pressure, and same with my forward helix, which is one of my newest ones. I've had it for almost a year. It's completely healed now. It healed so quick. It was great piercing, actually. Got it done in Canada when I went in September of last year. Can't believe it's almost been a year. Some makeup questions now, since you know a little more about me. Another thing is I have Irish in me, French, English, and Indian as in Canadian Indian. the North American Indians. I do have a little bit of that in one of my mom's dad. What's my favorite foundation at the moment is the Rimmel one that I'm using, the Match Perfection one. It just works so great on my skin. I just need to get like I hope they have a lighter color in it, because this color, just ivory, just is still so dark for me. It oxidizes. It oxidizes, so it's kind of annoying. How many kids did I want? I wanted 2. If I would have had the same, if I would have had 2 girls or 2 boys, I would have had a 3rd child, but that's kind of what my husband and I decided on. Do I regret getting married young? No. I do not regret ever getting married young. I think when you find the person that you love and that you want to be with for the rest of your life, we went through a lot together, my parents' separation and everything. When I was, you know, 18, my parents got a divorce and things like that. Well, separated. They didn't get a divorce till a few years later, but they were separated. And I actually moved in with him and his family when that happened, when I was 18. So when we got married, I was actually already living with him and his family. But we lived in separate rooms and things like that. I had my room and he has his. What belief am I? I believe in God. That is a for sure. I can tell you that. I believe in God. I'm not Catholic like it is very much over here, so that makes it a little bit hard, but nothing terrible. Youngblood concealer, just on a few of my spots that I have, because I'm going out. I don't want to have spots showing through. I'm using NYX HD concealer under my eyes in like the lightest shade they have, which is 01. It's crazy because it's still like not light enough for me. It works, it's just not great. Just highlighting the face a little bit with it. This brush that I'm using right now is actually not, this is from this is an eBay brush. It's just a little, you get a pack of 4 different types of brushes. They're just really affordable. I use this one for just quickly blending it because I can get right up to that line. It's so small enough, it gets into the nooks and crannies. It's great. And then what I do is, I'll show you here in a second. After I have that kind of blended out, I just go back in with my foundation brush and just make sure it's all nicely blended. Makeup Revolution's pressed powder in like the packaging that swirls open. We're just gonna put this powder under the eye and we're just gonna set it. We're just gonna be really light-handed. Just setting everywhere that had concealer. My favorite brush company is Blank Canvas by far, as you can see. I love Jessup brushes from eBay though as well. Okay, for under the eyes, I'm just going to do this really quickly. I'm just going to apply those 3 colors. I'm basically going to mix them. I'm going to put them down in the order that I put them on my eye as well, and I'm just going to mix them about halfway across underneath my eye. So I'm going to take that brownish color first, and I'm kind of bringing it to match up there. And just across. I'm using the E23 brush from Blank Canvas. It's a nice pencil brush. Alright, then I'm going in with the E10, which is like kind of a little bit flimsy, but it's really great for blending color under the eye as well because it's small. I'm going to take that champagne-y color that I used in the center of the eye, and I'm going to put that the rest of the way under the eye. And I'm going to take this by Wet n Wild. It's actually the Ultimate Brow Highlighter. I'm actually going to put that on my eye because right now my under eyes have powder and I want to open the eyes. Gotta love the faces you make when you do those kind of things. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Ultra Contour Palette. As you can see, I love this color. I've hit pan. So I'm going to take the F04 brush from Blank Canvas into there. This is the bronzer color that I'm going to take. And we're just gonna blend it out. Now you wanna be gentle with blending here so that and blend up, never blend down. And we're gonna add this around the head, adding a little to the sides of my nose, to the tip, runs up my neck just a little bit, because my neck is always so pale because it never gets the sun. Never gets the sun. Okay, that's the bronzer done. I'm just gonna get the contour from the Ultra Contour palette from Makeup Revolution. And I'm going to take the contouring color here and add that just to the tip of the brush. And then just to the side of the face. I'm doing it a little bit dark just so you guys can see it. It's a little dark in person, to be honest with you, but I can always tone it down after. Otherwise you guys might not see it as much. And then I want to go to the corner of the eyes. I know I'm kind of jumping everywhere, but I'm trying to do this fast. Makeup Revolution, or MUA's shade 2 single eyeshadow for the inner corners. Absolutely love this color. I'm going to use the E.l.f. to apply from Blank Canvas. I love this inner corner. It is wabam, as I said on my YouTube, on my Facebook page when I did this look. I haven't found anything like it. This is an eyeshadow I definitely recommend. NYX blush. I love this blush. I have two favorite blushes. Makeup Revolution's matte blush in nude, and this blush by NYX, which is in the shade Silky Rose. If you're pale, these two blushes that I just mentioned are absolutely stunning. I love them. They go with like every look. They're subtle, so you can build them up. You don't have to be afraid that you're gonna put too much on. Oh, just look at the difference it does with my cheeks. It just lifts those cheeks right up. My favorite color, I don't have a favorite color. I know somebody asked that. I love purple, I love teal. I would say those are probably my two favorites. I love a good red. I love black clothes. I am thinking of getting 2 more ear piercings, one in this ear and one more in this ear. I think it's called the e.l.f, which is in here. And then up here, I'm either gonna get a faux, it's called the faux rook, or I'm gonna get the rook. I haven't decided which one I wanna go for yet. I haven't decided. The faux rook or the actual rook, I'm not sure. Yeah. I hope you guys are liking this look. I'm loving it. Okay, on to highlight next. Using the F28 brush to apply that. I used the F15 for my blush from Blank Canvas. I keep forgetting to tell you guys. The F28, love this for highlight. This brush is awesome. You need to, if you don't have it, you need it. Get it. You can get it from blankcanvascosmetics.com. This is the Technique Get Gorgeous highlighter you can get off like eBay or AliExpress. Super affordable. I like Technique. I think they've stepped it up. It's hard. I have to only get it off of AliExpress or eBay. But I love this highlight because it's more subtle. Mascara. I'm gonna use the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I love Essence mascaras. Essence mascaras are stepping up the game. Love the Essence Princess Lash green one. I think they have a purple one out now, which is supposed to be really good too. I think the pink one is okay. I love the pink packaging one, the High Heart Extreme Crazy Volume one. Love that one. So Essence is like one of my favorite mascaras. And then I'm gonna use for my lower line the Maybelline Pump Me Up Colossal. I'm gonna apply those and then I will be back to you. Alright, so I applied the mascara. It's still a little drying, a little wet, and I also applied the lipstick that I'm wearing. It's going to be the Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick because I'm going out for dinner with some friends tonight, and I want my lipstick to last and not be uncomfortable, and I love the Wet n Wild liquid catsuits. I definitely need to get some more shades of this, and this is the shade Rebel Rose, which is, ever since I've seen loads of Americans wearing it, I was like, I need that in my life. I need that. So yeah, that is the finished look. I'm not dressed or anything for the night out yet. I will soon, but not yet because I don't want to get like something, kids come put something on me or something. So that is the look. I hope you guys enjoy it. I love love it. I think it's so nice. So hopefully you got to get to know me a little bit better. Sorry, I started running out of questions that I couldn't remember. I should have had them written down. I'm terrible for that. If there's any other questions you want to know, anything else about me, please leave it down below. Yeah, so if there's anything else you want to know, leave the questions down below. I will write them down for the next Get Ready video with me. But I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it fun and interesting. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to the Ashley Tiernan YouTube page, because I would love you to become a friend of mine. I love getting to know you guys. Let me know where you guys are from. If you're watching, leave them down below. I can kind of see where people are watching from when I look at the information. But yes, please leave it down below where you live, and let me know what your favorite liquid lipstick is down below. Yeah, so don't forget to thumbs up this video. It really helps me out, guys. Until next time, take care. Love you guys. Bye.